What's up, guys? It's Impulse back at it again. Make sure to drink some water because we're talking about a classic today. We've already talked about the JDM cars, but today we're going to be talking about an American classic. The Chevrolet Camaro, one of the most iconic cars in American history.
Yeah, buddy!
Camaro was made for one reason and one reason only: to compete and destroy the Mustang. Basically, Chevy just wanted to beat Ford at everything. You know, they already were winning with the full-size sedan, the mid-size, and the small size with the Chevelle, Impala, and Nova respectively. However, in the year 1964 and a half, Ford decided to drop something cool, something that was unseen or unheard of yet. The Ford Mustang, bruh.
Daddy, chill.
The original pony car. Like, how the fuck are you gonna compete with a car that you didn't know was gonna come out?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So obviously, Chevrolet didn't have a car to compete directly against the Mustang, so...
God damn! God damn! God damn!
they decided they were gonna make a car to compete with it. This project was called the Panther. Then in 1966, Chevy said they had to make an important phone call, and they called up 14 different cities with a whole bunch of members of the press. This was like the biggest phone call ever at this point.
Cap.
And they said, fuck the Panther, we're dropping the Camaro.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Homeboy said that the name was meant to symbolize the camaraderie of good friends, as personal cars should be with its ownership. So it's kind of hard. So the first gen Camaro debuted in 1967. And let me tell you what, this thing looked mean, aggressive, and it was fucking gorgeous. And Chevy was not playing around. This thing was meant to perform. This thing was fast. And of course, all the packages that we know and love, like the Super Sport, the Rally Sport, and the Z28 were there from basically the beginning. And not only did the packages were there, like there was a whole bunch of engines. There was a 6.5 liter V8 option, along with the 5.7, the 5.4, and a 5.0, and a 4.9 for the V8s. So that's just the V8s, bro.
No, I love that shit!
But Ford anticipated the fucking big ass V8s that Chevrolet was gonna put in the Camaro. So they were like, you know what? Let's put our own big V8s in this thing and redesign the Mustang. So then the Mustang proceeded to dominate Chevrolet in the sales.
No! 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 Fuck! Shit!
Chevrolet had to adapt quickly to overcome this situation. So the first gen of the Camaro was only around for 3 years, but they decided it's time to bring out a big boy.
What the hell is even that?
So the second gen of the Camaro was very 70s. Like, you look at it and you're like, yep, that's the 70s, which is perfect for Chevy. And then it was out and about for about 11 years, which is a very long time for a single generation car. But Chevrolet knew how to keep it fresh. It changed the grille a lot and a couple other things, but mostly the grille.
Are you serious right now, bruh?
One of the big accomplishments of the Camaro was the Road and Track put the Camaro up in its top 10 cars of the year for 1971. That's pretty cool.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Of course, Chevrolet had the packages once again, the ones that we all know and love, and yeah, it's basically the 70s. It was an impressive fucking car. Then in 1982, the third gen Camaro came out, and this thing screamed 80s, bro. Like, if Chevrolet is good at one thing and one thing only, and it's making time-appropriate cars. Like, I mean, I swear to God, looking at this thing, I hear fucking Tears for Fears playing on the radio just looking at it. Like, this is so 80s, bro, and I love it.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
This was the first Camaro to use fuel injection instead of a carburetor. So, this thing changed. This thing was different. However, in 1985, the Z28 came back, but it was under a different name this time. It was the IROCZ, IROC. And the reason why it was called the IROC was for the International Race of Championships, IROC. It was voted that car for the IROC shit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But the third gen ran until 1992, and then came the fourth gen Camaro. Now, people call this Camaro the damn,
Motherfucking, damn.
catfish. But again, this car did match the 90s a lot. Like, they just don't miss on that. And this thing screams like classic Camaro, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? 2+2 seating, a T-top or convertible options. It's just a good old Camaro is what I'm hearing. Yeah, this was the first generation of Camaro to have an LS in it. So
Let me drive the
LSs are sick. I don't care if they're basic, they're fucking awesome. Eventually, Chevy decided that it was time to stop producing the Camaro because the sales were dropping, and they pulled the plug in 2002. Sad days, bro. Sad days. And it was 8 long years before we saw another one. And yeah, pain. There was a movie in 2007 that came out featuring a brand new Camaro, and then everybody was like, what the fuck is this when they saw it?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, this was Transformers. And if you don't know, this motherfucker was playing Bumblebee. Yeah, I remember being like 7 years old, seeing this thing on the big screen and just thinking, damn, that thing's pretty as fuck. I really wanted to buy one, but here we are with me driving a fucking Subaru. It's kind of weird, huh? I mean, this thing wasn't just pretty to look at. It was 100 horsepower more powerful than the Mustang at the time. So finally, Chevy was able to beat Ford in sales for the first time ever. I mean, they didn't outsell it by much, but it's still a W, you know what I'm saying?
That's a W.
So big shout out to Chevy for upping the horsepower and causing this arms race between the big three. They ended up giving us some wonderful cars like the GT500, the Hellcat, the ZL1, the Z06, the Z fucking whatever the fuck it is, the badass Corvette.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And then there was a Z28 option, and it was fucking high performance as hell, bro. It had a 7-liter V8 in it, an LS7. This thing was producing 505 horsepower, bro. This thing was no joke. It's the same engine that the C6 Z06 had. You know this thing made fucking business. Then in 2016, we saw the last generation of Camaros that we know. And yeah, it was badass. It was awesome. High horsepower fucking track cars is what fucking Chevrolet was making. This thing was so nice that it won Car of the Year by Motor Trend, which is impressive because there was a lot of really good cars in 2016.
Cap.
One of my good friends in high school had a 2016 SS, and this thing was so cool, man. It sounded so good. It was so much fun to drive. I see why it won Car of the Year. Then in 2018, we got the most badass ZL1, which was faster than fuck, and it was making 650 horsepower, which I know it isn't 1,000 horsepower, but social media got people fucked up, man. This thing was fast and fun to drive. I don't care. Then in 2024, that's going to be the last time we ever see the 6th gen in Camaros. Sad days in LA, bro. In its place is going to be some kind of EV taking over, but it's not very cash money of Chevrolet to do that. How do y'all feel about the Camaro being an EV now? You guys fucking with it or not really? Do you think the Camaro is an all-time classic? If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.